All right, guys. Trying to figure something out on how actually Deadzone works in relation to AimAssist. There was a recent video released about the actual input distances that you have to do on left and right stick to actually achieve AimAssist or get AimAssist to activate. So, trying to I'm going to kind of run through my thought process. I've done some minor testing, but I haven't been able to join up with someone to test this one-on-one to see if it actually works. So I guess using this Deadzone graphing chart right here, the type of Deadzone that Call of Duty uses is this first Deadzone, which is circular Deadzone. And basically what it does is if you're putting it to 0.05 or aka 5%, you can see over on the right on how it's changing, how your stick input works. So the actual activation of your left stick analog to turn on AimAssist is at 0.25. So this is why some people, whenever they have like a higher Deadzone, they feel like they have more AimAssist, and it's just because it takes less input on their stick to actually achieve that AimAssist. So kind of moving. So like if you actually move your stick to 0.25, if you barely touch your stick to register 1% input, it's going to automatically grab and activate your AimAssist. So I'm looking at it from the other direction. I'm trying to figure out how I can get my Deadzone to activate sooner without pushing it out to 25%. So this is the part that I want to test. The only thing I can really test on bots is my right stick, because right stick activates at 5%. So at 0.05, the aim assist on your right stick will activate. So I'm really curious about the left stick though, because that's the one that is you really want to use for fast movement tracking. Let me make sure that my screen is recording here. I'm going to open up the game and kind of explain what I'm looking at trying to test and figure out. Warzone had an update. All right, let's see. And basically what I'm going to test out is if this Deadzone is actually activating at 25%, can I push the start of so the aim assist is activating at 25% stick input. So what I want to understand is if I'm using the outer Deadzone, this guy right here, this is what the outer Deadzone is doing. You can see in the right graph over here. Is that going to push? So if I wanted to use like a true Deadzone, like most people do, is like somewhere in between 0.01 to 0.07, somewhere in that range. If I actually take the outer Deadzone and push it in, is that going to change where the 25% input starts? So for instance, if I have 0.05, I automatically need 25%, so that puts me at 75. And then I need to account for the other 5 that I already took out on the front end. So I would say 0.7 to kind of explain that in this manner right here. Say I open a whiteboard. And let me grab me a box to represent AimAssist. Currently, AimAssist activates at this level right here on this graph. So as we change our initial dead zone, it still starts at 25%, and it doesn't shave off that front end. But my question is, if I push this dead zone in, is it also going to push this front? Does this move laterally like this, or does it just cut off your aim assist? That's my question. That's what I want to test. Whenever I test it on bots, it seems like the right stick is activating very quickly with minimal input on the left stick. So that's why I'm thinking that it does do that, just because I can rig the 5% on my right stick and strafe very lightly. But I really don't know, like, truly how it's working, especially according to Hecksmith's data on how AimAssist actually works. This is a very interesting video, and I think it really tells a story on how this could work. He understands how the AimAssist works. He doesn't understand how the dead zones work versus AimAssist. Are you shaving off the AimAssist? Is it nudging your AimAssist over further down inside your aim curve? So if you have 0.05 dead zone, is it moving the AimAssist over 0.05, just 5%? If you put your dead zone at 0.150, is it nudging everything over? So then again, on the back end, what's really important here is as you're adjusting these dead zones, whenever you're moving your initial dead zone, you can see that you're actually increasing the sensitivity level. The stick output is changing drastically if you move your dead zone up. So if you do play with a higher dead zone, you're actually going to get more sensitivity when that stick engages, which I'm not interested in doing. It's fine. You would just have to adjust your sensitivity level based off that. Like I usually run like a 6.6. So let's say I like push this all the way up. If I wanted the same reaction, I'd probably have to lower my sensitivity because the curve is increasing. So my thought process is, if I do this, I can move this. It's still going to increase the curve, and I might have to lower my sensitivity, but I would maintain more on the front end and less output back end, and less output on the back end. Sorry. Yeah, so that's just kind of my thought process in question. If anyone has this info or wants to test this out, please